Hey guys, I know we're off this week, but I wanted to just do a short practice for you to give to you guys, and so you can practice it at home anytime you want to, and you can enjoy having just this nice free session on our week off. Okay, so why don't we come on over, have a seat, okay, and sit, any way you want to, whether it's right ankle, cross over left, right foot in front of the left. If you wanted to go cow facing pose, go right ahead, right over left. Just take a moment here, sit nice and tall. Take those shoulder blades down your back. Breathe in and out. And let's just take notice of how our body's feeling today, especially the right side right now versus the left side. And we'll take another nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's release the legs and let's swap them. Okay, left over right. And notice right away how this left side feels versus the right side. Tell mine's a little tight on this side. And that's the intention we're going to set to practicing Svanayaya, so self-study, being aware of how you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Really pay attention to that as you go through the practice today. Deep breath in, and then exhale. Let's release. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves into a table position. Make sure you have your props close by, those in front of the mat. And then right when you get to the table, let's just do a little cow and cat, okay? So inhaling, tailbone lifting, belly dropping, looking out in front of you, pushing it around the way. And then exhaling, dropping, tailbone, tucking out of the pubic bone, arching that spine, chin to chest. Keep on going here. Again, be observant. How it feels, that cat pose, that's, more of that flexion. Cow is extension in your spine, right? But then notice the pelvis when you're in cat, that's, a posterior tilt. And when you're in your cow, that's anterior. So noticing how that feels too in that lower back of the pelvis. Great. Next time you go through that cat stretch, let's come back to table and let's tuck under the toes and then boom, head straight back, downward facing dog. So practicing self-study, everyone. Let's pay attention to our hands right now. So feel the pads of the fingers soaking into your mat and spread those fingers wide. And then rotate those elbow creases and biceps up towards the ceiling. Work that external rotation in your shoulders. Take the shoulder blades down your back. Get a little puffy between the shoulder blades. You're staying strong in your core. Thigh bones push back. The feet are square, but then roll those inner thighs in. Okay, so you're going internal rotation in your legs, the external rotations in the shoulders. And then if you can see those heels knocking toward each other, press the inside of the heels out. Feel free to pedal the feet then if you want to. Okay. And then either gently come to table, bring your left foot forward to runner stretch, or lift that left leg up in the air for a three-legged dog. Point those left toes towards the ground. Then step forward, left foot. Runner stretch here. Use those props if you do. Wave that torso forward. Inhale, exhale, right foot forward, next to left foot. And then inhale, let's rise. Arms up. Hands through heart center. And let's rock and roll. Inhale, arms go up. A little back bend, lengthen. We're up, and then boom, we fold. Inhaling up halfway. Fold back in. Let's step back with our right foot here. Okay, and let's stay on the balls of the right foot. Let's rise up. Everyone, lengthen that tailbone. Lift up out of the pelvis. Belly ribs pushing towards the back of your body. Let's lift those arms up overhead. Thumbs to the back of the room. Good. Inhale. Let's go ahead and straighten our leading leg. And now when we exhale, let's bend that left knee. Arms come down to that touchdown Jesus shape, with a cactus arm shape. Work the shoulder blades together. Open the heart. Repeat that 4 more times. Up and then down. Up, down, up, down. Let's do it one more time. Up, down. Continue to lengthen that tailbone. Lift your sternum. Inhale. Now as you exhale, take your right arm over the left arm for eagle arms. Separate the shoulder blades now. Take those shoulder blades down your back. Belly ribs pushing towards the back of your body. Breathing in and out. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the arms. Come on down. Runner stretch. And then let's step back to plank. Good. Drop the knees if you need to. Otherwise, shift forward those tippy toes. Hug those elbows in. Come all the way down. Flatten those toes. Hands into the shoulders. Inhale, let's wave up into cobra. Lengthen that tailbone, right? Elbows in, shoulders down your back, and then fold down. Inhale, waving up. Exhale down. One more time, everybody. Let's wave it on up. Pause. And then melt down. Feel free to windshield wipe your legs if you need to. You need to go back to child's pose, that's cool too. But when you're ready, we're gonna head back to down dog. So either come to table, do another cobra up dog, or keep those toes pointed. Little pointed toe plank. Maybe add a push-up in everybody. Or another one. Whew. And then back to down dog. Pedaling our feet. Can everyone notice how you're feeling in those shoulders, right? If too much weight is going forward, put your hands on blocks so you can push the ground away and put more weight towards the heels. Hey, we're going to transition out, so if you need to modify, come to table, bring your right foot forward to runner stretch, or lift that right leg in the air, the three-legged dog, and step the right foot forward. Stay on the balls of your left foot, okay? Rise up. Let's lengthen that tailbone, zip up our core, lift our sternum, belly ribs push towards the back of your body, arms come overhead when you're ready, thumbs to the back of the room. Doing 5 touchdown Jesus spots here, okay? So, or warriors, excuse me. Inhale, lengthen that right leg, and then exhale, you bend your right knee, arms come down here, squeeze our shoulder blades together and down the back. Do that 4 more times. Up, and then exhale, down. Repeat. Again. Last one. Holding here for a moment. Shoulder blades down the back towards each other. Lengthen that tailbone. Deep breath in. Now when you exhale, left arm over right arm for eagle arms here. Take those shoulder blades down your back, but keep them separated. Try to lift the arms up as much as you can without your shoulders lifting too. Lengthen that tailbone, belly ribs pushing towards the back of your body. Soak that left heel for the earth. Deep breath in, and then exhale, release. Runner stretch. Inhale, exhale, boom, step forward. Left foot next to right foot. Up halfway as we inhale. Folding back in. Then everybody, rise up. If you did that back bend, complete that cycle. Good, come up. And then right away, we're gonna fold. Inhaling up halfway. fold back in. We'll now step back with our left foot. Let's bring our left foot down 35, 45 degrees. Let's make sure that that right heel lines up with the arch of that left foot. And then everybody, let's windmill up. Warrior two. Making sure, right, that the spine is in alignment with our pelvis. Think more of that cat tilt, right? So posterior tilt. That left thigh bone's pushing back, but we're going this internal rotation in our left leg, external rotation in the right leg, but make sure that that right knee's pointing the same direction as your toes. So the shoulder blades go down your back, work towards each other. Everybody inhale, and as we exhale, let's go to side angle, bringing that right forearm on our right thigh, okay? The left arm can lift up here, and notice as you frame your head, how much are you opening with your chest opening to the left? So you can take that right hand for a moment, find that left shoulder blade, and push it back a little bit, so we open up a little bit more, okay? Another way to do it too is to take your left arm, thread it underneath the right arm, and then pull the right shoulder blade forward. So whichever way is more comfortable for you, do it. And then we'll inhale here. Now when we exhale, let's backstroke that left arm. Inhaling up. Backstroking. Keep it going. Wonderful. Then the next time when we backstroke that left arm, lift your torso up and let's reverse our warrior. We're lifting up out of the pelvis. Feel that right thumb pull back and don't collapse in that left lower back, okay? Left hand could be on your left leg or half bound arm. If you need to straighten your right leg, you can, or keep the knee bent. Deep breath in. And then exhale, let's windmill up. Runner stretch. Let's step back to plank. Nice, pausing in plank. Depress those shoulder blades down your back. Lengthen through that tailbone. Good, then everybody, let's come down to dolphin plank. Onto the forearms. If you need to bring your knees down, that's fine. But lengthen that tailbone, zip your core, keep your glutes engaged. Everybody separate those shoulder blades. Take them down your back. Look straight down. Press through the heels. Good. Let's come up to another plank. If you need to take a break, do it. We're having the eyes of the elbows, we're rotating so they're looking on the inside of those thumbs. You can stay on your knees if you need to. Good, back to dolphin plank. Zip up that core. Nice. Now everybody drop the knees, flatten the toes, pelvis comes down. Let's come on up into Sphinx. And feel free to bring the hands together, like clap them together, thumbs are pointing up. Take those shoulder blades down your back. Don't let those elbows go behind your shoulders, okay? And then let's inhale, exhale, turn our head. Let's look to the right. To that left shoulder blade, go down the back. Good. And we'll inhale and exhale, we'll look left. To that right shoulder blade, go down your back. Good. Come back to center. Release yourself down. Hands can come under the shoulders. Either press yourself up the table, do a cobra or an up dog, or keep those toes pointed. Back up to that pointed toe plank. Add in a push-up if you want to, or another. And then back to down dog. Good, we're all breathing here. Okay, we're gonna prepare to come out, everybody. So we can either come to the table, bring our left foot forward to runner stretch. Lift that left leg up in the air, three-legged dog. Point those left toes toward the ground, everyone. And then step forward, left foot. We're gonna come up to warrior two. So bring that right foot down 35, 45 degrees. Make sure left heel lines up the arch of the right foot. Swim on up. Notice how this side feels versus the other, right? So again, we're making sure left knee's pointing the same direction our toes. A little more external rotation here. You're feeling some internal rotation in your back leg. Left thigh bone's pushing back. Feel that right foot, right thigh rolls in, my bad. And then press into that right foot. Pelvis is aligned with the spine. Shoulders are working together. Good, and then as we exhale, let's come right into our side angle. Remember, you could always take this left hand and kind of push back on that right shoulder blade or thread that right hand underneath the left arm and pull that left shoulder blade forward so you can open your chest up more towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, it's backstroke. Right arm. Keep it going. Good. One more time. And then sweep yourself up and reverse your warrior. And then inhale and then exhale. Let's move it up. Wave that torso forward. And then let's step forward. Right foot next to left foot. Inhaling up halfway. Folding back in. And then we rise. A little back bend, lengthen. Up. Hands to heart center. Release your arms, just stand tall. Okay, let's work ourselves into pigeon pose. We'll also add in a twisted pigeon, right, to help the spine, but also helping to possibly stretch our quadricep. Remember, if the pigeon pose hurts, whether it's the right or left knee, your modification would be to come down on the ground, and it's the right leg. You make the figure four shape with the right leg. You lift the left foot up, right? Toes are pointing towards the ceiling. And you thread the right arm underneath that right calf, or down on the back of your left hamstring, left hand on the outside of your left leg. You interlace the fingers and you hug the left leg in towards your body. And you're pressing that right arm into the right leg to open up your hip. And you can hold there. And then when we get to the twist, you can release the legs, extend the right leg, left knee in, right arm to the T position, and then twist to the right, okay? If that's what you need to do. Otherwise, you don't need to do that. You're at the front of the mat. Inhale, take the arms up. We'll fold, and then everyone step back to down dog. We'll lift the right leg up. Bend that right knee, right heel towards that left sits bone, but keep your chest square to the earth. And then we bring the right leg forward. Lengthen your left leg back. Make sure that left pinky toe lines up with the outside of your left hip flexor. Push the earth away. Lift your sternum. Lengthen your tailbone. Those hips are uneven, right? If you're falling to the right, put a prop underneath that right hip or glute. Everyone, broaden your back too here, right? A little bit broadening. And now, let's release down. And everybody just let go. So remember, if you need to put the hands into the head or block into the head, do that. But don't let your shoulders creep up toward your ears, okay? And actively breathe into that right hip and glute. Very good. Take a deep breath in. Full exhalation out. Slide those hands under the shoulders and lift the torso up. We're going into our twisted pigeon. Remember, if you're on your back, you do the modified version I showed you earlier to twist there. Either have that left hand touch the ground, keep the arm extended, put that left forearm on your mat or on a block. Inhale, exhale, boom, we're twisting right. Right hand can be on the hip. Half bound arm, or we bend. Left knee grab onto the foot. Continue to lengthen the tailbone, lift up out of your pelvis, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathe, everybody, breathe. Inhale, exhale, let's release. Back home to center. Tuck under left toes, back to down dog. Shaking off that right leg. And then we're gonna change sides, everybody. So we'll lift the left leg up in the air. Bend that left knee, left heel towards our right sits bone, opening up the hip, but keep your chest square to the earth. And then bringing that left leg forward. Leg to the earth. Lengthen, right leg back. Right pinky toe lines up the outside of that right hip flexor. Lift that torso up. Remember, if you're rolling to the left, square those hips. Place something underneath that hip if you need to. Chest is lifting. Don't let the shoulders creep up. And then release. Come on down. Beautiful. The breath in and out. And we'll bring those hands into the shoulders. We lift our torso up. Either keep the right arm extended or come onto that right forearm. Inhaling, exhale, we're twisting left. Left hand on the hip or thigh. Half bound arm. Or you're bending into that right leg, grabbing your foot and getting in that nice quad, so that stretch. Keep your chest opening to the left. Don't let your left shoulder drop down towards the ground, okay? If you are doing that, then you gotta modify, okay? Self-study here, everybody. Deep breath in, and then exhale. Come on home. Tuck under those right toes, head back. Down dog. Shaking off the left leg, left foot to the earth. Then slowly coming down. Okay, and then either come onto your back, and if you need to put a blanket under your head, you can work yourself up then into a bridge pose for a nice little back bend, right? And if you'd like to, you can always put a prop between your knees, thighs rolling in, not letting your ankles go back behind the knees, shoulders working together, whether keep the arms alongside your body, or working them underneath and interlacing those fingers. Knuckles pressing towards the heels, okay, you could do that. Or it could feel really good to do a reclined hero pose. And this is when props can come in to help you.
You might need 2 blocks. You may need a blanket too. 2 blocks can line up behind you on a high setting, medium or low setting, okay? And then you can have a blanket, and if you have 2 blankets, you may put 1 blanket underneath your knees, right? So you're here, and then maybe you have another blanket that would go underneath your feet in case, you know, your feet were sensitive here. So if you need props, use them, or, you know, hey, open up a blanket pretty wide, and you can do that instead. So you have this extra cushion, right? Now, we're gonna take the first block, that's gonna go right between the shoulder blades, okay? And then the second block is for your neck and your head, all right? So you could always lean back a little bit and take a quick notice of, okay, that block is gonna be where I need it, so you don't have to adjust when you're coming up. And then the other things to remember with this pose is you don't want your knees going out to the sides, thighs are hugging in, and you're gonna wanna feel those thigh bones pressing up, and you're lengthening the tailbone, and you're gonna lift your pelvis up too, okay? So taking care of yourself here, whether you're bridging or we're going into this reclined hero's pose. Hands can come on the ground here, thighs hug in, press your thigh bones up, lengthen your tailbone, slowly begin to come back. And you're gonna put your back onto the first block, and then the other block will be for your head. Make sure it's in the right position. Keep pressing thigh bones up, lengthen your tailbone, and feel that little lift of the pelvis too. The arms could go alongside your body, shoulders work together. You could take your arms overhead and grab onto the opposite forearm to press the elbows down. Or you could extend your arms straight back and try to work a little more external rotation in your thighs. I'm sorry, shoulders. You want more internal in your thighs, my bad. Keep lifting the pelvis, thigh bones up, keep lengthening that tailbone. And again, you might have to adjust, right? This could be too high for you, you might have to come a little lower, totally fine. But when you're ready to come out, tuck the chin in the chest, hands down, zip your core, lift up, use the hands of the core to come all the way up. Then feel free to come into a child's pose, or feel free to do a cat pose if that felt better. And then come on down onto your back to get a little bit of relief here and release and relaxation. So making sure you guys take care of yourself, hydrate after this practice tonight, and have an enjoyable weekend. Do your best, and we'll see you next week, okay? Appreciate y'all. We'll see you later. Namaste, okay?